Hi everyone, this is Dr. Jawad from Total Health and Wellness Center. You can check me out on my website at www.totalhealthdupage.com. What I'm going to show you, I have a female patient. Actually, she is a massage therapist. So as you have previously seen in some of my stretching videos, this is the young lady who's doing the stretches. This is our massage therapist, Yana. So unfortunately today, she threw out not her low back, but actually she threw out her left SI joint. And let me show you, how does it present it? How's it hurt? Okay.
It's hurting right here, right here.
Where specifically?
Between like a lower back, hips, and right here.
Okay, so
especially when I rotating or rolled out from the bed.
Okay. All right. Well, here, let's get you on the table. Okay. So now with the SI joint, again, this happens a lot. I see this a lot in my practice. A lot of female patients come in with this pain and they're misconceived because they think it's low back pain. In actuality, it's actually the SI joint that's locked in a posterior position. Much like if your shoulder is dislocated, you can still move your arms, but the rotational component and the abduction and so forth and so on of the shoulder cannot happen because the shoulder is dislocated. So with the SI joint, what happens is that with anatomy, the lower leg bone attaches onto the hip girdle, and the SI joint, the sacrum and the ilium, they rotate with motion about 2 to 3 millimeters. So there's not a lot of rotational component in there. However, when it's locked, you get the presenting symptoms like Yana is right now. So when I palpate the spine, when I get the patients on the table, when I'm palpating the spine, and I wipe my hands on the top of the iliac crest area, what I should feel is either nothing at all, or maybe the 2 dimples from the posterior superior iliac spine coming out and being prominent. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. However, with her, when I'm feeling it, when I'm palpating it, on the left side, I could feel it. It's right here. Does that hurt?
Yes.
Okay. See, that hurts. That's a pain area, which tells me that her iliac the ilium is posteriorly rotated. So I'm palpating the posterior superior iliac spine, which I should not be feeling and/or should not be in pain. So if it's out, I need to get that back in. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. Let me scoot down a little bit. Beautiful. I have a drop table, so what I want to do, I want to drop the mid piece. It puts her spine in a better position. So I take the leg that's affected, and there's 3 separate adjustments that I do, and I just do it all at once. I first want to traction out the leg, and I do it just in a neutral position, the first adjustment. Now I have a drop table, so the drop table this is where they come in very handy. So all I do, my hand placement is on the posterior superior iliac spine. I traction and I extend the leg back, and I do a simple thrust. Okay, that's one. Then what I do, still in traction, I externally rotate the leg, and I take my forearm, and I place a forearm across this posterior superior iliac spine, so again, it's more of a broader contact, and I throw it down. Next, same thing. I'll externally rotate the leg, still in traction. I'm sorry, internally rotate the leg, still traction. I'll take my forearm as my point of contact. Again, a very sharp thrust, posterior to anterior. There we go. So then I hit it at all 3 angles. Now, I want to rock the table because the hip flexors, the psoas muscle, they do have the lumbar attachment. And what happens is that if they're in a state of spasm, they're going to get a referral pattern down usually the distribution of the nerve. The first lumbar, the second lumbar, the third lumbar. So sometimes, not with Yana because we caught it early enough, but you'll get a lot of referral pain where the patient's going to say it hurts all the way down my leg, even sometimes their foot. It all depends how long it's been rotated out. So with the hip flexors, they do have a lumbar component, so we do need to get her lumbars moving. So let's have you lay on this side and face me. Okay, then I do a sideline posture. Bring her up. Twist it. Now again, you want to have it really, really tight because you want to get that lumbar rotational component back moving again. So let's have you look to the right. And I come in real close this way. Again, I put a palmar contact, the lower spine, and a nice thrust. There you go. Beautiful. Those moved. Okay, and at this point, I usually let the patient get up on their own. So let's have you get up.
Oh, it's gone.
How's it feel?
Great.
Does it feel good?
I can actually rotate.
Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. As always, be well. www.totalhealthdupage.com, 630-653-2225. And as always, be well. Thank you very much.